Welcome to a season 3 premiere of Ground Floor, where we can agree to disagree and still be family. That's the theme song. What up, though, for my second album, JLE World. I'm your host, Jeff JLE. See all the titles up there. It's my guest co-host, Jerome. I don't know why he put that up there, but that's all right.
What's good, people? What's good?
We got guests already. Appreciate 2 guests already in the booth watching. Okay. It's all right.
Yes, sir. Welcome, people. Welcome.
Relationship issues. I couldn't think of a topic like, well, we're going to talk about that. It's going to call it that. Now, you were talking about the video that we was going to first start with.
Oh, man. I don't even know if it was a title on it. But basically, I sent Jeff a video. 2 young ladies was on a panel, and they were saying how there's no good men, yada, yada, yada. And the 2 gentlemen was on there with them. One of them said, hey, he said, there are good men out there, but they're not paying attention to you because they're at the gas station. They're at the Barnes and Nobles and the other places like that, but they're not paying attention to you because of your, lack of personality and different things like that. So I was like, hey, Jeff, we need to, basically talk about this because this is a real topic out here, because a lot of these women are saying it's no good men, but the reality is, where are they looking for the men?
Yeah, and first, what is their I guess qualifications, if that's lack of a better word, of what that dude is? Like, if you write down on bullet points what makes up a good man. And I do think some might not be able to write down a good 5 or 6 that really makes sense, because a lot of them ain't really seen it. And I think that's the origin point of that issue, in my opinion, that if you ain't really seen good men around your mom or your siblings or whoever in your inner circle, you're not really going to know what that dude look like. And when we say good dude, he's God-fearing, seeking the Lord first. I'm talking about real grown men, mentally mature. I ain't talking about a dude that got a job, got a house. A lot of people can have that. Dude actually have a moral compass, but he might marry you if y'all build something.
What you think about it. You think about it, man. A lot of times people say it's no good guys, but let's be real and look at what you're basing it off of. If you lived in Detroit all your life and you never really went to, let's just say, Troy, for instance, you never even went outside of the city. You just basically dating in one area. It's kind of like, yeah. I think some people kind of get away from the reality. Some people have a type, and let's just address that. Let's address that.
They gotta be real themselves. You like those.
You gotta be real. You gotta type. And it's so many people, man, that I ran into over the years. Because you know how small I was, man. That how many times I heard somebody say to me, Jerome, you too skinny for me. And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, I can roast this girl because you probably weigh X amount of pounds, and little do you know, I can roast you, but I ain't there to try to belittle nobody. So I used to just take it and laugh. And my thing is, if you're not somebody's type, that's kind of like putting you in a category where you kind of shunning off a lot of people. So if I walk up to you, you say, hey, Jerome, you too small. What if the small skinny guy is the guy God has for you? You know what I'm saying? What if that skinny dude is going to be the man that is going to be financial security, be the one that knock you down in the bedroom the way you want, you know what I'm saying? Protect you, the whole 9. But because you're looking at the stature and saying, hey, this person too small, it just kind of like, it puts you in a box in a sense. And I just think more women need to be held accountable in the type of dudes that they go after and they're allowed to give their numbers to. Because, at the end of the day, you the one gave the dude your number to reach out. You the one went to date 2, date 3. Hey, you want to come in? Hey, you want to get a room? Hey, you want to go on this trip? So at the end of the day, start looking at what type of dudes, because I hear a lot of chicks talk about they want a God-fearing man. And I always say to them, what does that mean? What does that mean to you? Because if you just leave it at God-fearing, you ain't really putting yourself at a certain level of
well, to be devil's advocate, you got some that want the thug dude to at least think God is real. Just call it what it is. He ain't a dude in church really, or really trying to do right. Okay, because it's something about that street appeal. They believe he'll protect me. And some of them cats gonna run the first time in trouble. But like you say, that's the assumption. I've heard a statement recently, good guys are no fun. They're boring. The bad boy is, it's like going on a Cedar Point ride. But that's going to be a ride of a lot of problems, a lot of issues that you ain't expected.
Right.
Thinking that through, if he a street dude cannot have a heart. I'm sorry. From Detroit, I've never, a lot of dope dealers that recruited me back in the day. I never met one that had a heart. They were Nino Brown.
Wait a minute. When you say they don't have a heart, you talking about like they gutless and all that type of stuff?
No, they don't have a heart like they're gonna be boys to men with the female.
Oh,
Nino Brown was not boys to men in New Jack City. Was
no, I'm gonna play the devil's advocate, man, because I ain't gonna say my man's name, but I know a dude who was involved back at that time, and I remember one time I went by there and his girl was there. I knew the girl, you know what I'm saying, and basically she was like, yeah, he rubbed my toes, he rubbed my feet, he do this, and I'm sitting there thinking like, whoa, like you mean tell me he doing all this and he looking like, hey, don't give him that ammunition and everything, and I'm like, hey man, I'm not here to roast you. I'm just trying to, take all this in because we only see the other side. We only see the one that's running the, running the show around here. And
I've had that conversation before. Now let's do the stats. Let's just say 100 street dudes. How many is that dude?
We got to talk to the ladies to get that answer. I would think it's more than what you think, man, because you got to think about it. Why would he show his vulnerability to other dudes where he got to be the alpha male 100% of the time, but he could be the softer dude with the female because, can't be hard all the time. Let's just be real. Like, you can't be hard 100% of the time. At some point, you're going to have to actually, come to your woman like a real,
Because this is interesting. I'm not talking about these fake street dudes that's fronting to have that in the street that they got thug appeal like Tupac to get the girl. I'm talking about real fucking street dudes, Nino Brown, killers. They are not treating women nice behind closed doors. Let's go back to the old school Detroit, the crack epidemic. You think them dudes were Bill Cosby, Cliff Huxtable with the girl?
Hey, all I'm saying is,
I ain't talking about this new generation of wannabe thugs. I'm talking about the real thugs.
Hey, all I'm saying is you got some
50 out of 100 of them is going to be singing "I Made Love to You" after they shot up 5 whatever million people.
Hey, all I'm saying to you, at some point, they had the women around for a reason. It was at least one that can actually, get them on the right track and everything.
To be fair, maybe over time that dude matured some and found us on the side. I'm talking about a real street dude out there in the street getting it. He ain't trying to have no heart to be chasing no woman. He trying to get bread, get money, maybe get some ass. He ain't trying to wife nobody. Yeah, we want street dudes and we weren't trying to wife nobody. We wasn't good dudes. Let's be real.
Yeah.
We young, hormonal, stupid teenagers trying to get a girl.
I ain't saying that. I ain't saying they ain't had no numbers. Hey, I ain't saying they had no numbers. I'm talking about maybe more so of showing the romantic side, showing the softer side. I think what you should do. I don't know if you even do that on your episodes, but you might need to do a poll on Facebook or IG and see what the ladies would say. You know what I'm saying? Because we came up in that era where, you know, the 80s, the 90s, where people was out there on the block selling and everything. So the ones who dated those kind of cats, they'll let you know. I guarantee they'll tell you they seen the dude softer side, the romantic side. Oh, he used to send me roses all the time. Oh, he did this. You know what I'm saying?
From the small sample size of people I've encountered who had those scenarios, he was abusive. He had a nice house for him, car, a black car, and all that, but he was abusive. He wasn't a good guy. Now, today's thug, I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. They'd probably be boys men on steroids behind closed doors. I'm talking about them Chamberlain, bro, them real New Jack City cats.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
To the 70s to mid 80s, them cats. They you know your role, shut the hell up, give me some food. Stop it. I ain't talking about our generation, because these ain't no thugs. They just make believe, in my opinion. Because female want to see that thug appeal, and even the nerd knew, okay, if I get some clothes, I get a little saggy baggy with it, have some Jordans on, put a little walk to me, girls gonna notice you in school. Yeah, you even told me, Jeff, you want to get a little more attention. You got 11th grade, you lost some weight. Man, get you some name brand shit. Watch the girl start showing you some love. You were right.
Yeah.
I had a girl in college, and you let that be known. I really had attention. So it ain't hard to talk character.
No, you definitely got to have, because what it really boiled down to when it came to when we was in school, you really had to have, we wasn't using the word swagger, but you had to have a level of confidence that you walked in, and you couldn't have that level of confidence because it always been like that, man. The women, they look at your shoes. It's like it tells them something about your personality. You know what I'm saying?
And confidence. I mean, if you don't have it, you walk around with your head down all the time, they don't look at you.
Yep.
But if you have 100%. Confidence in yourself, if you got Payless on and some Old Navy or Target, some female might notice you because you might stand out with your confidence. And if someone might try to cap on you, you let it be known, I'm going to knock your block off. Ooh, you protect me. They might want to talk to you.
Hey, you got to have that confidence, man. But as far as like when we talking about the whole good, finding a good man and ain't no good men, I hear women saying that so much on these podcasts and panels.
Females I know tell me I can write down everything for him to know what to do. He still messed up. I'm like, damn. But when I hear those stories, I'm thinking to myself, that's a immature boy in a man's body yet. Because a man, from what old school cats taught me, a mature man, when he steps in a situation, you know he's there. If she was right here, maybe she ain't done with school, she got a business idea, he gonna take her up a little bit. He gonna get her folks, you need to finish your school. Well, why don't you try to do your whatever business is they started? And people around her circle knows like, he leveling her up. She got a real one. Now they're gonna be skeptical because, like you say, it's fake news. There are any good black men out here. In my opinion, you're saying there's no good black mothers on the planet in our community or fathers at all. Everybody raising a dirt bag, right? I can't believe that math don't even add up to me. You're saying 1,000% there's no good mothers and fathers in the black community raising up some good blue chippers. Bullshit.
Hey,
you just ain't met him, or you didn't want to date him because he was not cool enough to you. If y'all cross paths.
That like I said, a lot of these cats get overlooked. You know, I always tell people when I go out to the sports bars and people see the wedding ring and things, the one thing I get the most from men is, how did you know that she was the one? And I always tell them the same answer, no matter where I'm at. I could be in Vegas, I could be in Miami, Atlanta, LA. I always say, if you don't know what you're looking for prior to her arriving, how would you know if she's in front of you? So, my thing is with the women, if just like I use the analogy on myself, from my experience, if I'm too small for you, but you're not looking at what I can do for you. You know what I'm saying? You looking at, like the funny thing is, none of the girls used to say, "Oh, you too ugly for me, your teeth is jacked." They ain't never say nothing of that. It was always, "You too small for me." And then some people was actually saying, "You too small for me, I'll break you." And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell? They talking about? I'm like, wow, like we talking about a whole different topic. Like, you ain't even just talking about a relationship. You talking about the whole break thing. And I'm like, this ain't adding up. this right here is not adding up. Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, hey, Jeff, the way I'm thinking, if that's the way I'm supposed to die, then hey, that'd be the best way to go. Then, hey, if that's what you gonna do, I don't know what you plan on doing, but if that's what you gonna do, then it was meant for me to go.
Hey, back in high school, I was a 5'4" like my dad, short, fat. Man, Jeff, you cool, but you just too short. So I had to learn I could talk about anything and make it captivating to give me a fighting chance. And then I started working on it, got to Wayne State, and got a growth spurt. Like, oh, I'm 5'8", okay. And now you're looking at your boy. Okay. Leave me alone. You like when I was short and fast, so don't come at me now. I'm getting up there.
Yeah, hey, I can't say I got the short. I didn't get the short ones, man. I didn't get that one, but I did get the too skinny. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that's really what it really boils down to when the women are saying it's no good dudes. I think they really got to hold themselves accountable at what is the type of dudes that you usually attract, and what are you attracted to? Are you attracted to the good dudes? Let's be real. Are you attracted to the guys who actually going to be that one that's a financially secure person, the one that's going to protect you? Or are you just focused on the ones that just could protect you and take care of you in the room, and not focused on everything else? Because if you're not really looking at that scale across the board, you kind of putting yourself in a box. Like I said earlier, you can't just put yourself in that box when it comes to the dating world. It's like, okay, you like what you like. Okay, I want a dude taller than me. I want him to be yada yada yada. But make sure you know the type of dudes. Cause see, this is a whole nother topic, Jeff. What I get when I was in the single world, I was getting more than anything. The skinniness, this superseded the skinniness altogether. I used to get, what's your zodiac sign? And I was like, oh boy, that zodiac sign thing, man, that thing is real. I honestly think some of these women, I tell them my zodiac sign, they'll take that over the Bible. And then it's just like, screw what God got for them. They gonna take that zodiac sign. As soon as I say my zodiac, they done. And I'm looking like,
dude, I'm a Scorpio.
Really?
You're a demon. You're evil. You're angry. Like, just because I'm a Scorpio?
Yeah, hey.
I'm the nicest person that will support you till the wheels fall off. Until you cross me, then burn the hell, leave me alone. But that's me, that's anybody's personality.
Hey,
I'm just going to tell you your face. That's how I feel about you right now. Because you mistreated me. That's anybody.
The way I see it is, we wasn't talking about that back in high school and right after high school, but the way I see it is, if you don't understand the person's love language and what they likes are and they dislikes, I don't care what your damn zodiac sign is, it ain't gonna matter.
That kind of came out with the loves. I don't know if that was out back in the 90s, that love language test.
That's why I said, like, they might have had it. I just know it wasn't talked about. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of this stuff is out there. It just nobody was talking about it like that back at that time.
And you need to be friends. I mean, just like we talk about women, on the flip side, men love the slutty female and the wild in the streets.
Right.
But you don't want to be. I mean, you might feel like you're a fool to say that's what I like. But dude, every chick you mess with is that type of female, and it craps out.
Yeah.
And what do you expect? You have you keep messing with that. Well, what about old girl that was the nice one? Nah, she too boring, man. So you both sides say that the good people are too boring, which is weird.
Yeah, no, you know what I think.
Sit down and have a conversation with each other, and they might have something special.
No, you know what I think. I think it really boils down to is experiences, because you know how it was, man. When we was in middle school, once you started going to the honors classes and you start doing all that, some people gonna consider us lame. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna put you in that category just because of the classes you taking. You know what I'm saying?
Nerds are lame. Like, no, nerds rule the world, and they awesome people that will protect theirs to the death.
Hey, that's why we thrived in that, because I used to be one of those, and you was the same. I can care less if you thinking I'm lame, like, because people don't even realize the word lame. Somebody that's handicapped, that means, you know what I'm saying, they stagnant, they're not really moving. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when it comes down to it, some of those thugs that you love, they're the ones that was the lame ones, because they gonna be on the same corner doing the same things every single time. And so my thing was, if that's what y'all like, hey, keep on liking that. Let's see where he at in 10 years. Let's see where I'm at in 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I like my light in the tunnel compared to what he has going on, because it's only gonna lead in a few ways.
Just from the 9th to 10th grade, when you had everybody trying to be in the gangs, Cooley, this my school. By the time we got to 11th grade, what happened? Most of them were dead. Man, I'm out the game now. I'm trying to go to school. Like, you damn idiot. You should have been going to school in the first place.
Hey, but you know how it is, man. It's a lot of distractions out here when it comes to your daily walk, because most people didn't even take the bus to school. They just walked from wherever. Like, you lived all the way on your end. Some people walking all the way from Pinehurst up. And
I walked home. There was always a gang on the other side of the street. When Laura was protective, someone I went to school with was over. Oh, that's Jeffy Cool.
Yeah. Hey, that's how we made it through, because we knew everybody. Either you knew them from middle school, or when you got to high school, they knew somebody that you knew from, coming up. So it was like we would be considered ambassadors, because at the end of the day, we from certain hoods, but we wasn't a part of what y'all a part of. You know what I'm saying? It's like the way I was, I'm not throwing no hands unless you was in my crew on my block. I don't know what the boys, you know what I'm saying, what y'all on, man. Like, y'all might take off running soon as somebody, man. I'm good on that. Like, I know what my boys Kevin Marvin are gonna be on. I don't know what y'all on, so I'm good.
And even that time period in life, we dealt with that same issue of how you get a female to take interest in you, because I mean, we're all alpha males who wants female attention. And back then, you was a game banger, dope dealer, sports athlete, you got the girl. Or you just was 6'5" and had a body, you had to pick up the litter. And we saw the same people every class, because we was an honors program. And that's when the pedophiles came in, because as I called it then, Jeff, you just a dinosaur. If this dude is 20 years old, we're in the 10th grade, that's a goddamn pedophile, need to be under the jail. Why is your parents letting this clown take you out to eat?
Man, 20. You know what's crazy is we came up in the Midwest, man. The Midwest, I don't care what nobody say. That's one of the most, probably the quickest.
It was normal.
It was normal. I think that was probably the girls that grew up around our area, the people who was 13 had the mindset of a 16, 17-year-old at that time, because they were so what they was around. You got to realize, man, a lot of the girls we went to school with, what they seen, what they was exposed to
out there
from
cousin, their
early
sister
on.
out in the streets.
Man, I tell you
that we ain't learning because we in the books. They got
I'm trying to tell you, man. We was in two different worlds, man. Like where our classes was at compared to where everybody else classes, it was two different worlds. We didn't even have really regular
the same problems because unless someone was just very silent or breaking down in class, you find out they got the same problems at home that someone not on the program had.
Yeah. 100%.
So even though we're a little more book smart, we all still in the same neighborhoods having dysfunctional families we going home to. We just able to channel our focus into the books compared to other people. And you know, they kept us in the back hallways cool, so it was like we was away from everybody else.
Well, away from everybody.
You had to play sports to learn who was in class 96.
Yeah, did you remember it took us to get to senior year before we actually had some normal classes with everybody else we got a chance to see.
And I felt bad for you when we finally got out of jail with Miss Constance and went to population, and they was giving them rinky dink English like they not paying.
That dude said population. Hey,
what population, dude? Every essay we would write in class, the teacher would go put that in some contest. Like, Miss Constance, look at this and throw the paper down. Like, I know your sister, your ass back at that table and write something better. And you saying this is Kobe? Dog, this ain't right. Y'all ain't preparing them, man. Y'all wrong for this. Y'all ain't right.
Hey, I told y'all, man. Y'all didn't listen to me. You've been in middle school with me. You see what table I was at when we was in and we had to read and everything. So my thing is, when I got to high school, why they put me in Miss Constance? Because I was too real on that paper. That paper was the best paper I wrote almost to this day. I said, I don't know why the hell I'm in this class. Because I don't like you. I don't like nobody. I said at the end of the day, I don't want to read no books. I don't want to do nothing. I said, if you ain't got some, I told her, you ain't got the Source magazine, and we talking about the albums coming out. There's no need for me to read.
Oh, yeah. Now, for your freshman year, I never asked you, did you have honor classes?
I had I think the only class you would have considered, no, honestly, on paper, no. I didn't have any AP classes in the ninth grade.
First semester, I had like 5 honor classes, but they ain't have enough people, so they put me with the regular people. I'm like, can I get a break? I'm like, damn, you're very smart. Dog, that's a punishment. I want to chill. Let me understand.
Hey Jeff, you was over there at like the 3.8 table. I was over there at like the 2. I don't know what table it was, but it wasn't no damn 3 points like that.
Man,
I'm talking to middle school.
Oh no, y'all was good. Y'all was just, we helped y'all get up to us with the reading.
But I got good. I got good when we got to the 8th grade class. What I'm saying is the table that you was at was the ones who was getting the 3 sevens and everything like that. And my table, I might get a 3. It was kind of like the double dutch. I might can jump in this rope and get a 3, but it's gonna probably be a 2-7.
No, Rosie Edwards did not play around. Because my dad, when he was alive, he would just laugh when we got whooped. But she was the warden. If you could get a 3.5 or an A, don't come in here with no B. I know you playing around. Like, maybe I had to know. I mean, watch and study. I know your personality. You can get an A in your sleep, Jeff, but you gonna come here with a C or B, that's your ass. Like, damn. Why can't I slack off just one time? No, man, I'm slacking, dog. Give me your best effort every time for that school. Like, man, all right.
Yeah, no, but basically I knocked it out freshman year, and then when we got to sophomore year, that's when we had Miss Constance, we had Miss Mayu, and everything. Hey, remember Miss Mayu used to think I was cheating because we had the same scores on the test.
Now I remember I got a B and Miss Constance before they switched us to the honors in 10th grade. And I showed my sister, she like, how the hell you pull that off? Like, this easy work. It's just English. Like, no, y'all in the honors program. Just wait. Like, what you talking about? The other people I knew at the school library, like, out of her, you're smart. Like, man, it's easy. What these people talk about like she's big bad wolf? What they talk about? And then we had that fateful day. Oh, y'all guys are sorry next semester. Y'all the honors program, so we're gonna step this up a little bit. Like, what you mean step it up? 500-page books you got to read. 3,000 word essays every Friday. 25-page papers in the semester. Like, what the? Oh, this is what my sister was talking about. Okay, now I see why she was saying that. And we knew what that hell was.
Hey, as I told y'all, I'm like, hey, there goes my A. I'm screwed now. The rest of the way.
Yeah, but she did give us a game because Wayne saying English was easy work. Easy work. I was on there. She's like, I need y'all to do 3-page essay real quick. I go home. You're done? Like, yeah. I had a teacher that was Jordan. This easy. So
she prepared you for the future because after that, papers was nothing.
Yeah. My first paper, I freestyle. The first 2 pages.
She definitely prepared you for the future.
Now, I came across Anton Daniels' video about females talking about hookup culture, how it's bad. And I'm like, that is a thing now. We do got a lot of hookup culture. But you do transfer energy a lot with people. One of the panelists didn't believe it. I'm like, no, you do imprint on somebody if y'all keep messing around and you ain't use protection, shooting up the club as they call it.
Hey, so let's stay right there since you just brought that up. Man, I was talking to some young folks, and when I say young folks, I'm talking 21 to, let's just say 30.
Okay.
Their generation, so the millennials generation, is out here for real, man. Like, they out here on a whole nother level. And I know this is not the majority, or I'm not saying 100%, but what I am saying is there's a good portion, let's just call it 40 to 50% of them that's risk takers. And what I mean by risk takers is what you just hit on, shooting up the club, the whole 9. And I'm like, man, how long you known her? Oh, man, I've been knowing her for 2 weeks. Huh?
Well, this is down floor, so we keep it real. Anybody that don't know what shoot the club mean, that means you ain't using the condom and you ain't pulling out. That's
I forgot about that. I forgot we got to do that too.
Yeah, because somebody might not heard that statement before. That's what it is.
Yeah,
they right. I met you at the store. Let's look like dog. What? See, we had this generation in middle school. You had to watch videos after school about teen pregnancy, STDs, don't go on the game, don't do drugs, all that. I won't be no teenage daddy.
My thing was, Jeff, is when we was coming up out of high school and stuff, my thing was I had to know you. Like, I got to know, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be number 5 on your list and you trying to make me think I'm number 1 on your list. Like, I had to know what we was up against and everything.
Yeah. And we shouldn't have no double standards on if a dude slept with 10 people, female slept with 10, she's just terrible. Put the scarlet letter A on and all that crap, because y'all both wildin'. Ain't no difference. Y'all both wildin'.
Yeah, hey. My thing is, we had a call a few weeks ago. We was talking about it. It really boils down to instant gratification. Everybody wants that quick fix right now, and it's like you know what? Why I'm aware of that when I can feel the real thing? it's like okay,
I don't trust nobody.
But what's crazy is was set it up like that, man. You got stuff out there people can take now that's at their hands. Instead of it back in the days, you had to go and do other measures to get that stuff. Now you can go and buy it over the counter, and I think that's also helping to aid those type of situations where it's like, hey, okay, this right here, hey, we good.
Numbers in some cities, herpes, HIV, other diseases are rampant in the Black community because everybody
100%.
just ain't no raincoats. Nope. They old dirty bastards. Baby, I like you raw. They just own that. Like, dog. We gotta be a little more responsible. It's I guess everything going in a cycle because for a while it was going on. Then Magic came out. He had HIV. Condom industry probably saw a boom for a while. Everybody's rapping. You couldn't mess with a female back then. Hey, Cornerstone gas station. I'll be here. Go get it. We ain't doing nothing. Now, like you said, I don't care. Like, you don't care. What the hell? Okay.
Just to give him a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, man. I think that's part of the whole deal because it's just they in the moment. That's really what they did. They're not thinking about the tomorrow and the 2 weeks from now.
Or 9 months.
That case, yeah. In that case, you know, the girl hitting you in 2 to 3 weeks saying the pregnancy is the best thing because you got some of these STDs you can't shake.
Nope.
And you gonna be in a situation where you taking pills the rest of your life, and hey, you gotta be.
And you gotta let commercial know because they got laws where you go to jail for that.
Oh yeah, you can't be out here and not tell them you in that shit. I think it's an article. I don't know the numbers offhand, but I think the article was saying that Atlanta was like I think number 3 city right now with HIV or something like that. And I was like, wow.
And you don't know the people, you know what I'm saying? I know back in the day, some people told me before they got married, they would go have a test date where they both get tested for everything and exchange papers. So, okay, so you negative, I'm negative. We're going to this marriage thing. We good. Now, I come up with something. Somebody out here double dipping somewhere. I'm like, okay, that's not a bad thing to do.
Hey, but my thing is, when you got your one, you got your one. But you know, at the end of the day, you gotta be safe out here. Because it seems like they come up with some new stuff every day. Every year it's something new. Something new you can get.
I mean, everybody wants someone that they can trust, spend their time with, build a life with at some point. And it's just both sides are going about it in all type of roundabout ways, which is making it more compounded issues for themselves.
100%.
Female, you think the dude that got street appeal might be the good dude, and everyone she dealt with failed her at some point to where I'm tired. I ain't got time to do nothing else for the next person, but you met maybe 2 or 3 good ones that could have been the one, and then got, all right, I'm sending another one around. Hopefully she pay attention. And this dude got to sit there, and he might be that determined, like, nope, you my wife, so we're going to figure this out. And through all your stuff you've been through, yep, let's take that dirt off you. Let's take that clown off. Let's take that coat off. Let's take that one off. Yeah, I ain't him. I don't do that. Let's take that off to get back to her. Because you're transferring spirits to all the different people you messing with, and you gotta get that gunk off you. Same like a dude mess with all these different females. That female need to help him, that gunk off him to where, okay, now we're face to face, real people. Let's have a real conversation about what we're really trying to do. And hopefully they put it out. Okay, now it's really having a real conversation about this guy or what we trying to do as a team.
100%. You got to have that effective communication, man. Once you what do they call it? Dating with a purpose. When you out here dating with a purpose, you out there as a young man, young woman, and you looking for that special someone and waiting on who God is sending you, or whatever. And let's talk about that, Jeff. With the pastors, man. I have an issue with these pastors that's out there talking about the Boaz, find your Boaz and you be the roof and all of this. My thing is, they don't talk about how Naomi, which was her mother-in-law from a previous marriage, basically strategically put her in position to basically become the wife. And so maybe that's part of the problem. Like when it comes to dating today, people not really, we hear so many of these shows talk about independent women and how they don't need a man and all of this and all of that, to the point to where, oh, you don't need it. Okay, well, don't come talking about take the trash out. Don't come talking about, don't come talking about all of the stuff, you need this. Hey, I need you to fix mine. No, you said you don't need a man. You know what I'm saying? You said
the church is failing the community because a lot of these cats are looking at their numbers, and if they got mostly females, in my opinion, and they paying their tithes, I'm not gonna rock the boat and say what they really need to hear. Because I want that money to keep coming up in here. I mean, you shouldn't be hearing about relationship stuff at the barbershop or the salon. That pastor or female pastor should be giving the game in that pulpit and showing about what scripture, where it's at on the real. Because if you at the salon, unless it's female in there, and no disrespect, lady, but unless it's a woman that's been married over 5 years and they got God somewhat over their situation, blind leading the blind.
Hey,
blind. Just like in the barbershop. No dude in there been married over 5 years and he got God over his situation, blind leading the blind. Well, I did this, it somewhat worked, but did it get you the end result you were looking for? Because you, like say, effective communication. What was your overall goal with that person? Was it just to get some sex or date them, or you want to marry him? If it was marry him, why didn't y'all get to marry? Well, I ain't want to budge on us working as a team, but I just wanted her to just do what I said. We was good. Like, nah, that ain't gonna work. Or vice versa, you just give him his money. He ain't a trick. That ain't gonna work.
You know what I seen on the female side. What I've seen that go. What up, though? Yeah. What I seen on the female side over the years is that they'll have a situation where they marry a dude hoping he would change.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Hey,
only God can change him.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Hoping. Go ahead. I take care. That hoping that he'll change. And let's just be real. Some of these guys, they love the streets more than they love you. And so if you got that street dude and you hoping, oh, he gonna walk down to that altar today. Oh, he gonna do this today. That dude love the streets more than you, because that's where he's at in that moment. And the thing about guys is they'll change, but it's only gonna be for God. And it only could be for usually one female that they look at like that. That's going to get them to try to do the right thing. And so that's what I see. But on the guy side, what I seen has gone wrong on their part on the front end is not really being real as to who they are and where they are on the front end of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you know you out here like that, you should have told the young lady, like, hey, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't want a real relationship right now. I'm just out here having, like Drake, the Drake song. He said, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. If that's what you want, you need to just tell her straight up, hey, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. And one of my homegirls at State, she told me, she said, look, she said, you know what, Ron? She said, if you tell these women what you really want, you give us the ball in our court and let us have a chance to say if we want to be a part of that or not. And I was like, so you telling me I could just straight up ask y'all to, she's like, yeah. And I was like, no,
bro, it works.
No, it definitely works. But you know what happens is I can honestly admit when you listen to barbershop talk and uncle talk and fellas talk over the years, that stuff is just passed down gibberish if you really think about it. If you're not really getting some sound advice and things to get you, to the next level, you thinking that all that stuff is the way you're supposed to be, the way to be a man and the way to do different things. But as you get older, you start talking to these ladies and you start listening to what they saying. It's like, okay, I'm gonna start being real then. Since you said that, I'm gonna see what that get me. And ever since I did that, it was a game changer for me. I didn't feel like I had to play the games that a lot of generations played before, and you able to just be real. You tell the person straight up.
One being honest word, like Skip telling what they want to hear. Look, I ain't shit. I'm working on it, but I like you. Yeah.
Hey, I know. In early 20s,
wow, you're just straight like, hey, I want to give you the option what it is. I ain't trying to lie to you.
Hey, in the early 20s, they always say,
blown. I don't got time for that.
And they say to you, hey, you want to be in a relationship? Like, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, we only here for fun, because at the end of the day, I don't know if I'm gonna be here for too much longer. Like living in the city, so ain't no need of me commit to you full time like that, knowing I ain't gonna be here. Because I ain't trying to do no long distance. That's another thing. Some people try to date when they know they can't handle those long distance relationships, man. It brings out insecurities.
Yeah, that's a lot of work to do that. I've done it, and it's a lot of work. And some people tend to get in your situation and they can cloud stuff. So y'all really got to be locked in on what y'all got going on. Keep everybody out.
100%.
Gonna have them like Seed Town Harvest is always happening, and they plant the seeds in that person that's going to grow when y'all link up in the same city all the time. And you might not know. You thought I cut all the weeds out. I knew there's still one there. And people you talking to, man, put one you don't even realize it. And y'all both coming in there, got weeds slapping each other like, I got these reps on me. Like, what the world going on? Y'all find out, man, so-and-so said it like, dang, because y'all didn't have that next conversation. Put everything on the table. He drinks water, some Gatorade, some Jack, Crown, whatever y'all need to do. Put everything on the table of what it is. Because people are not having real conversations at all.
Yeah, that's part of the problem, man. You gotta have that conversation, because if you looking for marriage and I'm not, and I don't say nothing, but see, the problem is some people do a great job of being a representative in the beginning and putting that mask on, making you think he picture perfect, but then he know what his intentions are. So
he's trying to get them cheeks, so he's gonna say, yeah, I want a fence, two dogs, a Yorkie.
Yeah.
No, the white fence, all that. It's like, oh, girl, I gotta go. And he's just trying to.
Hey, that's why
he's gonna start being his real self, which is a dirtbag. Like, dang, you just
that's why you gotta have that discernment, man. Because if you don't have that level of discernment, man, you don't know what the guy's intentions are or the woman's intentions. Because you might have somebody, especially when you get around 30, where you'll have somebody who's so pressed on having a child that they gonna just try to force y'all relationship to work, and you looking like, hey, we ain't even on that level. Like, why would we even bring a child into the world when we can barely even get past 2 days without arguing? It's like it's just gonna be toxic, But that's some people's reality, man, and it end up happening because some people get trapped on purpose. It's certain ones out there doing certain things to make sure that to make sure you fall victim on the other side over here.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's why you got to come. You got to come with your own equipment. I'll just leave it at that. Bring your own equipment. Don't trust somebody else's equipment when you go into there, because you get caught up, bro.
And some of that be people pressure like, girl, you 30 and you ain't don't nobody want to marry you. You broken. Because girl, I had at least 5, and they might be lying about their marriage proposal. They looking at you like something that's just wrong with you that no dude you dated wanted to marry you. Like, maybe they were dating the wrong people.
Hey,
everything's gonna happen.
You got to think about it too, Jeff. In the 20s, a lot of guys is trying to figure out what they're trying to do with themselves when it comes to their careers. And so a lot of dudes is trying to really get solidified. They're not really thinking about marriage like that. Some guys are in the 20s, but a lot of dudes, a lot of guys, yeah. Hey, you definitely was on some marriage early. Hey,
maybe 2 kids. I had that. I had my company, had the whole map plan. Like, oh, they weren't like that. Okay.
Hey, you was one of the ones wanted to be married early. You know me, I was on the other side of the spectrum. I'm like Drake. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I ain't want no parts of it. Don't even come over here talking about no marriage. Don't come over here talking about no kids.
Good time wrong. Good time wrong.
Hey, I wasn't trying to treat nobody wrong, but I had to be real with them. Like, hey, so what? What you know how they say? What are we? We having fun. That's what we are. You know what I'm saying? The fun bunch. You know, that's what we came with, the fun bunch. That's why I came up with that. We the fun bunch. We ain't no boyfriend, girlfriend. We the fun bunch.
Hey, a whole friend came out like, that's what I want to be with you. I want that. Because after a while, like, okay, so marriage ain't the car, so I'm cool. Homegirl friend works for me.
Hey, I used to tell them like, hey, as soon as you get a dude, just let me know, and I keep it moving. That's your dude. That's your dude right there.
I have total transparency on this journey. I was a dirtbag. He ain't my homeboy. Are you happy? And if there was a pause, oh, that's a crack in the door. I'm about to dig you. What's your name is? Who you with? And she gonna call saying, you know, so what do you do?
Oh man. Hey, man, I didn't know you was out here like that, man. You was wrong, man. Gotta pray for you,
man. And forgetful, man. And you knew that about your boy. Don't front. Don't get on your front now. You know, we got the real Jerome on screen.
I just told you
about two things. Yeah, if you run squad, fair game.
Hey, that was our rule, man. Like you couldn't.
Okay, that opportunity. He ain't my boy. Jeff, can I ask you a question? What's going on? What's going on, dude? You know, he always hanging out the boys all the time. All the time. Well, what are you looking like at night? Let's check you first. You got the do-rags and all the bonnets stuff on. No, I got this. You got the lingerie on. You cook the dude food. And he don't want to hang out with you. That fool is a fool, girl. He should be trying to get greedy for spending time with you. I don't know what's going on. I hope it work out for you.
Hey, you 100%.
And my boy. And nerds think like that too, people. So it ain't just the street dudes. That's what I say, mature man following God. Because the nerd is the more smarter dude that's going to be a Decepticon. What type of dude you like? Let me sit and listen to you. Oh, you like Pac with a little bit of Denzel? I got that. Let me transform for you. Let me get that. And men are determined. Oh, I'm worried now. I'm getting what I want. Okay, give him time. Oh,
well, you know, the men as a whole are hunters by nature. So at the end of the day, when you come talking about the chase, men love to chase. You know, what I'm saying, that's a layup for us. It's like, oh, she gonna be like that. Okay. You know, and
don't no one do what I've done back in the day. That's you should be a upstanding dude. Don't mess about who got nobody. It's not. You do pay for it in time. There is a cost, but it's fun when you do it. You doing you. You self gratification. Now I want it. I'm gonna get it. Me and my boy, bump it, but you gonna pay for
it. Hey, man. You a wild boy, man. Tell that story, man.
Dude, I don't want to tell none of this shit. But this is the journey I have to be on with this platform.
You're a wild boy, man.
You think I want to tell my dirt or my life? No.
No, hey.
No.
Hey. The good thing is you're a changed young man now. You're on the other side of the fence.
Yeah, no, That's too much work. I ain't got time for that. But back then, I was on that time. I guess the thing they say now.
Oh yeah. But you had like they say, standing on business. You was standing on business.
Hey, when I was up in state, I was a CAA operative out these streets doing justice. Colbert all day. All day.
Oh man. So when I was focused on them books, you was out there on the block.
I was in school too, though, and working. I needed a distraction, brother.
Oh Lord.
Dude, when I got hired full-time in Wayne State, and I was making 1080, 99. This when Clinton was in and everything was still cheap. Bought me some Jordans. I was driving the work truck. It was a project crew. I realized, Jeff, you full-time, got the money in your pocket. You got Jones, you got your baby luxury, my Mustang clean, woo, waxed all the time. There's a lot of beautiful women on this campus. My homeboy I worked with, he was married. Man, I'm whipping up every time I saw a beautiful woman. Like, man, hold on, man. We're gonna wax that floor. Man, I gotta get over here. Hey, beautiful, what's your name? I know you about to go to class. My name is Jeff. I like to get to know you, take you out. Woo woo. Man, every time, Jeff, look, you call your wife. Leave me alone. Let me do me. Oh, I was whipping that boy all day, man. All day. All day.
Hey, man, you living the life back then.
That's why I would go up there to see y'all. I was okay. I'm chill out because I'm down there just doing it.
Hey, so you came up there to rest, huh?
Yep. And some people I had class with, like, why they put that green uniform in the truck talking to female? Like, yeah, she was 6 foot thick. I love that. I got to talk to her. I thought that was really good. That's like, hey, all day. That's why, like, I've been there, done that. Like, I ain't done what everybody else done, but I dabbled. And I'm like, end of the day, if you can meet someone that's gonna rock with you, that's better. But if you just mingling, be honest.
And that's what it boils down to, man. If you're looking for, because the way I see it, Jim, I always put it into sports. When you dating as a man, no matter whether you're in your late 20s, 30s, 40s, I just feel like you need to be real with your intentions and let the young lady know what's going on, because there's no need for you to waste your time, no need to waste hers, and no need to put out, that crazy energy. So you might as well just be straightforward, not waste anybody's time, because.
And I'm an asshole. So I want to let female know. How many people you talk to right now, Jeff? Oh, about 5. 5. Yeah, no, one for every day. No, different emotion, different things I like to do. Why you talk to me? Because Saturday you'll be that one to go hang out and do this. I don't believe you. I'm not lying to you. Well, you're not lying. You cannot talk to me again. I wish you well. But if you cool on Saturday, we can do woo-woo.
Yeah, hey,
hang out on Saturday.
At the end of the day, they can't. You gave them the real you. You said you told them exactly what was going on. Like, are you dating anyone? Are you involved? Blah blah blah. You got to be real in those situations, because it's one of those things where you don't want to leave anybody guessing. You want to leave nobody guessing. Like if you. You don't want no kids. No, I was gonna say, if you know you don't want no kids, and she's saying she want kids, stop wasting the young lady's time and energy. And just tell her your intentions. Like, hey, I'm really into you, but I don't want no more kids. Like I tell everybody, don't come over here and talk about no kids to me, because you better go ahead and get Pookie and whoever else. Cause I don't want no parts. I'm retired at this point.
I was working with older cats who felt the need. You ain't gonna be one of these dummies out here just mistreating women. Like, dude, I was raised decent. I'm a good guy. So I'm constantly getting knowledge from the old school to where, and when I took psychology, that made me a Jedi. Like, oh, I done figured this thing out now. Okay. I had to learn great power and responsibility. What I learned, You can't be telling the homies that. Mm-mm. Wrong hands is danger. And my nephew Cleo, who ain't here now, he used to always like, give me the game. Like, nope, because you ain't trying to get married. Mm-mm. They ain't gonna. I'll feel guilty if I tell you something, and you turn to Darth Vader just running through him. Like, dang, I was trying to help, and he out here just nope. And I let stuff slide. I didn't know with some people. I know, like Jeff. I mean, we was hanging out drinking. You said this, like, oh man, I ain't trying to create no terrors out here. So once you learn it, man, you're married. That's for being a good man to deal with your wife, not out here. Because once you start figuring out how to engage women, great power, great responsibility.
Hey,
I helped the homeboy out. We went to Disney for something, and he was down there just Darth Vader, just having a good old time. Like, you shouldn't have told him all that, Jeff. That's your fault. So I would just keep to myself. Yeah, if you're trying to get married, we can chop it up about everything I learned. But if you ain't trying to get married, I can. I don't know, man. I guess just say hi. I don't know what to tell you.
No, at the end of the day, you're right, man. Once you really learn things in life, you gotta basically move a certain way, and like you say, you gotta pass on good advice and not the bad advice that they run with. Yeah, you don't want. Yeah, you don't want that. That ain't good. We trying to get the guys on the other side like we are now, man, over here. You know, saying men of God, mighty men of valor, trying to do the right thing. Yes.
You know, separated. It's a beautiful thing.
I tell everybody, you can have a happy marriage and be decent, but you got to put in the work. If you don't put in the work, you might well be prepared to go be sitting in somebody's office.
And you're gonna have problems because in my opinion, even though they don't realize it, everybody out here dating eventually wants to be married to come home to somebody to spend their life with.
Yeah,
and you have a lot of people fronting. Man, I watched that ground floor podcast. Them cats talking that. I'm talking truth. You just ain't mature enough to be real with yourself. You don't want to be out here in the club, 50 years old, chase behind all these damn females, or 50-year-old women chase behind all these damn young men. You don't want that. You want somebody to come home and spend your life with.
Well, you know, the crazy part is I'd have been around long enough now to see people who were single around our age, a little older, a little younger, and let them get sick. Guess who taking care of them? If the mom is still alive, she's the one taking care of him. Not a girlfriend, a fiance, a wife. It's the mom. And when I look at that, I'm like, man, you know, that's crazy when you think about it, because you was out here trying to have fun and just like, hey, I don't want to get married. But at the end of the day, when you don't have that life partner to take care of you when you're in those dark times, it is going to be a mom, an auntie, a cousin, or somebody that's taking care, sister that's taking care.
That's getting paid to take care of it.
Yeah, or like I said, caregivers and stuff. And so it's kind of one of those things where you could be single, you could choose to be single the rest of your life, but just make sure you have things in order in the event that something takes place, because who gonna take care of you? Somebody gonna be taking care of you.
And then you gotta start having a real conversation with yourself on what have you been tolerating from the opposite sex that you really shouldn't have. Because by you doing it, you're showing you want to be with somebody because you're putting up with that person.
Absolutely.
So you don't want to be single. That's a lie. So if you're single, you out here doing your thing. You posting. I'm out here. I'm getting it. I'm in Barbados. Blah, you living it up. But if you ain't doing that, you with someone that you, man, I need a drink before I go do this person. You want to be with somebody. Because you got to take a shot at something to go deal with them. That's a problem.
That's where that effective communication come in at, because some people's stuff can be fixed just going to counseling and get a better understanding from a different perspective. That's why I tell people sometimes it's best for you to cool off before you go and discuss whatever it is that you disagree about. Because if you come in there on edge, you know what I'm saying, you might set the person off to where that can take them over the hill. That's it. You know, so it's kind of like you want to have a real sound conversation and not something that's going to be detrimental if you come in there malicious, because you know
before it's helpful.
Yeah, you know, because we all can say some wild things, but you just gotta the power of the tongue is powerful, man. You gotta really be careful.
And we forget that scripture. What you say will come to pass, good, bad.
Yeah, you gotta really be careful, man, because in the moment, the heat of the moment, people can say any and everything. We ain't even talking about somebody being drunk. We talking about soberness, and you just that angry.
Mm-hmm. And if you stop and pause for a moment, where you are in life, you spoke into existence up to this point. I never thought about it. But you sit back thinking about it, where you are in life right now, you spoke to be at this point. Now what are you going to say to get to where you really want to be? And the person you want to be for when you do meet the right person to be in life with.
Yeah.
So you keep saying, man, I ain't never going to meet nobody. You're not. You plant that seed and growing it every day.
Yeah, you water it.
People that just mistreat me, that's how you're going to keep meeting. That's how you keep speaking of your life. Now, if you say, I'm going to build a company, for example, to where I'm employing over 5,000 people and I can help other people with outreach, and eventually I'm going to meet my Proverbs 31 woman. You will. But now you're saying something different.
You just brought up something, man. Let me say this before we wrap up and everything. One thing I hear a lot, you know, when it comes to the women, is being so focused on getting that husband. Focus on being a better version of you. You know, you might be somebody that lives at the church. Okay, you got that down. Let's focus on everything else in your life. How's your credit? How is, you know, saying everything else? Focus on things in your life that you could become better in, because when you become better, God is noticing those things and he'll present you with the right person at the right time. You know, we got to get off of that biological clock thinking that we got to get married by this age. We got to do this. You know, it's going to happen when it's going to happen. So along that journey, just focus on you. Focus on a better version of you, you know, and, you know, you don't have to have a guy that send you some flowers. Send your damn self some flowers to the damn job. Hey, who sent you that? I did. I love my damn self. You know, what I'm gonna wait for somebody to send me some roses. If that's what I love, send yourself some roses up there. From you, who the secret admirer, you, every damn thing is you. Just love yourself. And that's part of this whole thing is some people don't even love themselves, man. They want you to, you want me to love you, but you don't love yourself. So why would I put a ring on you, on your finger, and you don't even love yourself? But no, hey, don't you get me started, man. The people you might not have no people viewing you after I get started. You done got me going.
We got 4 people watching. And Treva put up here, our rule is think before you speak. Once you say something, you can never take it back. Yes, you can say you're sorry, but your spouse will never forget your words. That is true.
And she's speaking like a veteran right there. Hey, what they doing the thing? The 2 snaps. You got to do snaps.
I had a conversation in counseling a while back about that same thing. Like, well, Jeff would always just be silent for 2 days, like, because I ain't got nothing good to say about you. And I know I can't take it back because I mean it. It took me 2 days to cool off before I could have a conversation. And this person thought I'm being manipulative. Like, no. I keep that other personality watching cartoons in my head with maximum security guarding him so he don't say what Jeff really feel. Because when I sick and tired of you, I'm let Thanos out, and I don't give a damn what he say about you. I meant every word.
Hey, I'm the opposite then. If if we go damn 2 days and not talking, I might well go ahead and sign the dotted line. I ain't got time for that. You ain't about to be in my crib talking about something, you know.
But you
Hey,
might need
no,
to cool off.
but you know, the funny thing is, I don't want to wake up in the morning and not feel like I can eat the breakfast because I don't know what the hell you didn't put in it. You see what I'm saying? So I hell no, not where I'm staying. we can't have that.
The first ain't gonna kill you, man. Let's be real.
Hey, no, man. That's why the words say. That's why the words say, "Don't let the sun go down."
She might kick your leg or something. She ain't gonna do that to your food.
Hey,
I learned that about me that I didn't realize. Like, oh my God, you still upset about this? Nope.
Yeah, hey, I'm glad you learned about yourself, brother, because that's that toxic energy that these ladies be talking about.
Oh man, dude, and the devil was straight like, Jeff, just let me talk. You know what you really want to say, and I can't take it back. Nope. Nope. Go back in your cage, watch cartoons, shut up. God is good. What Bishop taught me and all that. Yep. Keep the word in you. Let me read scriptures. Nope. I can't see it. And I was shocked to find out they took it totally different. Like, oh, you've been manipulated. No.
Yeah,
and I spoke. You would hate my guts. Because I meant every word of it. And I know it's over. I know. When I speak, we're done. Hey, I go get the papers tomorrow because I know we're done. Because I meant every damn word I told you. So let me go get it.
But the one thing that you did right was going to cool off. But to cool it off for 2 damn days, man. Hey, you lucky you survived it while you did.
I mean, by the third day we had a conversation and started working out, and I was being honest. I didn't realize they took it. He just didn't know. I had nothing good to say to you. Everything I wanted to say is nothing of God. And I know you're still gonna remember that. Right. I don't care how much I apologize. You're gonna remember it. Because I mean, you remember one time I went off on someone that pissed me off, and you're like, dang, Jeff, you have to do it like that, man. I feel bad, boy. God, you need to apologize. You remember that time back in the day?
Hey, you know, I don't forget nothing, man. I remember that.
You told him, you're like, damn, Jeff, you said that. Damn, that was harsh.
Yeah.
But first you're like, nah, Jeff, that was too. You need to apologize, man.
Yeah, he took it overboard, man.
I learned from that experience. When you nuclear, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you gotta tame the mouthpiece.
Both y'all was Jeff. That was I mean, you not a Hiroshima bomb. And unfortunate to those people that happened to. But you didn't have to say that to the person, Jeff. Like, dang, man, come on, it's that bad. Like, are these things all serious right now? I've been wrong. I'm justified to blow up their spot without saying I meant every goddamn word of it. Want to kick their car. Dang, Jeff, wow. That's how you do it. You really good, man. Wow, I didn't know you was like that. I'm like, dang, like I'm a villain now. Like, wow. Well, I felt bad. I'm mad and feeling bad. Like, how these fools get me to two emotions at once? It's a bullshit.
Hey, but you know, when you friends with somebody, you see one side, you don't see the dating side because we're not dating, so we don't get to see that side. And so, hey, you know, it happens.
Yeah, and you had to look like you always said you keep the other personality locked away. You was not lying. I'm like, why Jerome sound like a counselor right now? Like, I always heard you say that, but wow. Now, hopefully no one does what I've done. You have a spat, y'all don't go to sleep with wrath, y'all can talk it out. But if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing. Because they're going to remember that conversation. And it's going to cut more than anything else you ever done because they know at that moment when you're angry, you're telling them your truth. And whatever you say to them, you meant every syllable. And you can't take
100%.
Okay,
100%.
Counseling. when they gonna say, I know you was upset with me and you told me your heart. And right now, I'm not the person that you want to deal with because I hurt you that much if you say that to me. And I'm jacked up. Like, damn, I caught a nuke. I didn't think I did that much to you. And now you got to pick pieces up. That's going to be some work.
So what's your closing remarks for the day, brother?
Closing remarks would be sit down and have a conversation with yourself on what you're really looking for and write it out. If it's someone, a relationship situation or dating, write out what you're looking for, what qualities. And whatever your life plan is, you want to get married, well, how long do you want to date someone before y'all get to that? Because you can't have we need to be married 2 years. It's not realistic. You need to be friends first. You don't know this person. You don't know what trauma they got from their upbringing or if they've been abused or not. And they're not going to be too quick to tell you that because they just bet you. I don't care if you jump from chandelier in the bedroom. Now, they're going to tell you their dad used to throw them downstairs or whatever the case is. They don't know you like that. You ain't the homie. So you got to become more of the homie in that dating process to where you will find out what they really been through and what you've been through. Y'all can work as a team with it. And enjoy dating each other and have some real fun, not dealing with representatives. Because that ain't fun. Truth gonna come out.
That was good. I'm gonna piggyback off what you said about writing things down. I think that like I said, I tell men all the time when I'm at the bars and watching the games and things, the restaurants, if you don't know what you're looking for as a man, you won't know if it's in front of you or not. So you can't just go out here, be smashing everything. You got to know what it is that you like outside of the bedroom. That's and, true. You know, if you know you want to have kids one day, if you know you want to have a great wife one day, you want to have that, you know, family, the 2 kids, 3 kids, whatever it is, you want to travel, just jot everything down. And along the journey, just make sure y'all bettering yourselves, you know, young men, young women, better yourself along the way. You know, if you know you want to lose some weight, you know what you got to do. They got all these things out here that you could do to make an investment in yourself. And that's really what it boils down to. Make an investment in yourself to make yourself better. So that way, when God presents that young lady to you, you would know that that's her and he'll give you confirmation. Young lady, God will give you the confirmation that that's him. You won't have to be sitting up here talking about, all men ain't this, all men ain't that. You would know, you know what I'm saying? You would know what God has said to you. And please stop using the zodiac sign things as something that y'all can stand on. Because the zodiac thing in my book is the biggest BS that's out there, period. And y'all need to just focus on learning the person you dating's love language, and you won't have these damn problems. That's what I got to say. I'm about tired of hearing this crap, but that's just my take because I done heard it too much over the years. Y'all talk about this damn zodiac, and I'm just tired of it.
What you do with your grandma, man? You sound like your grandma.
Hey, man, I'm tired of it, man. I'm like with grandma, yeah, I'm tired, man. Like she say she tired, I'm tired. That's it. I'm tired, man. I'm tired of hearing it.
I see. You see tired of me, see tired. Yeah, that's it. Grandma came out right there, brother.
Tired.
Yeah, I got back to working on it. Feel good. Keep it going.
Hey, that's good, man. Keep it going, brother.
I got to. I gotta be jet man of the month, man. So
hey, keep it going, man.
Be righteous with it.
You know, we supposed to be aging like the wine at this point. So stay in there, eat a healthy diet, and you know what I'm saying. Make sure as men, make sure we go into our annual physicals every year, and do the right things.
That's true. Hope y'all enjoyed this season 3 premiere. More great guests to come and guest hosts. Ron probably be around a little bit more. You got time now.
Oh, I got time. I got time. As soon as you call me, I'm coming.
We hope y'all enjoy your weekend, man. Till next week.
Appreciate y'all. What?